welcome to another episode of Life Talks with me, Fawole. We have the Wizard back, and AKA Fuzzy Bear, Waka Waka Waka. You forgot about that, innit? You forgot about that. And I'm gonna work on my vocabulary going into the new year, but I've only got a few words. But I wish I had more. But this, I will say, the cosmically talented, the amazingly humble, the highly intelligent, and the absolutely adorable Kristal in the studio. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. That's how I frame it still. Welcome. Kristal Sisodia.
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Yeah. Kristal
Cool.
Sisodia.
Yeah, and I mess up names. Everyone who knows me, seen me out on the scene or on this show, knows I can mess up names, but because we said it just before we started, I got it right. And that's beautiful. Kristal Sisodia. So, how do we know each other? Let's do that. Let's do it this way. Let's go. We're going to go old school when they come forward. Do you remember?
The first time I met you was at Poet Behind the Mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I came... Oh, it was at the end of last year. I think it was December. And I came and I did the open mic bit. And I did Element. And yeah, that was the first time I met you. Yeah. And then you invited me to come and perform. Yeah.
So I remember, I've got a vivid memory. I remember stuff from school, primary school, young, old.
Me too.
And something, I remember certain things, and some things I just don't remember. They don't hold any. They don't hold any space. Maybe they don't hold any gravitas. Maybe there's just other. Because I would say I've got other stuff going in my brain. They just don't just just pinpoint. My point being is, I remember when I met you. People could say, "Oh, do you remember when you met me?" And I wouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? But I remember when I met you. I remember the first time I met you. I remember I remember how the whole thing went. And that's really a testimony to who you are as a person, your energy, what you brought that day, seriously, and also the relationship that we have, and just all of it, and mainly it's a testimony to your energy, because you left an imprint, and that imprint was there. It was, like I said, it commanded a recollection of a piece of time in my history.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit deep, but this is how I feel about it. Yeah, this is how it is, because I remember you coming, and I have the ethos with the event that we have, and you were so humble, and I didn't know who you was. I didn't know you, and it's like you said, I want to do the open mic, and time was ticking. And I was like, you said there's enough time. It's cool. If not, it's fine. You came to support El Crisis, I think, right? So I was like, yeah, cool, as usual fashion, because our show is for everybody, right? I never had no clue of who you was, like, as a person, as an energy, and then as an artist, right? I just saw you as a human being. When you went on the mic, oh my God, that was my malevolence is benevolent. That was I'm in my element, and oh my God. Oh, if you was there, was you? I don't know if you was there. Oh my God, no, and we had so many, so much, it's like we had, and I don't say this, I say this, yeah, I can say this. We had so many gods in the room that day. We had El Crisis was in there, you was in there. I know there was other stellar performances that night. If I rewind that night, if someone could scratch my head up, oh yeah. But right now we're here, we talk about you and your performance. And oh my God, yeah, it's like the whole room was just it's like somebody went around, like you see the films, where they pour in the petrol. and you just said, my malevolent, whoom! I swear to God, I'm not, I shit you not. It was like, wow! You get me? I'm a Stormborn unicorn. What? Are you? Oh my God. Seriously. And it left a lot, as long as I'm here, and my memory's still cognizant or whatever, it's a life-lasting impression of who you are as an artist.
Wow.
And it was really nice for me. And that was our initial meeting. And then you spoke about life and how it's treated you and where you've been and everything. And that was, for me, it was just like so many other people, it was so beautiful. And in you, I see strength, power, there's stuff that I aspire to. There's a lot going on here, Kristal. I've been waiting to have you sitting across the table for me for a long time, because your story's so interesting. On top of you being such an amazing artist, So let me just tell you that now.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, it's real. If you know me, it's real. We'll probably end up in tears today, not in tears today, because we're going to go there, do you know what I mean? But yeah, that was my first encounter with you, and I was like, I was intrigued. And then I heard about some of the challenges that you had faced about being able to present your art because of life challenges. And I was even in more awe of you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, as we do here, we want to talk about everything. So what was you like as a child? What was childhood like for you? And we'll get into everything that we need to know about you and your life and what's going on. And anything you want to talk about, you let us know as well.
Yeah.
Let's reel it back to reel it forward.
Yeah. Like you, I can remember a lot as well. I can recall a lot from my life. I can recall my first birthday, which can happen sometimes with autistic people. And I had a very mixed race upbringing, a very smashing together of two completely different cultures. My mum is from Barbados, she's Bajan, and my dad is Indian. But he grew up in Uganda. So they both came over here when they were teenagers to South London and fell in love and then made me, and I'm the youngest of 4. I have 3 older brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, the middle 2 are twins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it was just really vibrant. Our childhood was very, very vibrant. So much food, so many people together. But really different. I feel just having such, coming from such 2 different cultures and seeing them interact, and it gave me a lot of perspective about systems and hierarchy and relationships and how we relate to each other in a family and what it means. And my dad, so when I was little, we spoke a little bit of Gujarati when I was a baby. But when my parents split, then we lost it basically, speaking. So I grew up in an environment where I was around a lot of people that I couldn't actually communicate with, which gives you a completely different insight and understanding of people and the world and energy itself. Because if you can't communicate through words, then everything is felt through the body and feeling and tone and subtle shifts in energy. So yeah, I was hyper aware of that stuff as a kid, and I come from quite a very neurodivergent family, quite an odd family. And my mom is a very powerful, magical, practicing woman, a healer, witch, many names, whatever the people want to call us. So I was raised in a very esoteric kind of upbringing.
Esoteric, what does that mean?
So hidden. So to do with the occult and magic, mysticism, but stuff that is
taboo? Or?
Not, well, yeah, it can be taboo, but it's I don't know what the actual definition for esoteric is.
Okay, cool. So we'll find that.
But it's basically coming from a very eclectic, magical upbringing. Okay. So esoteric, I think it means to not. It's not known by loads of people. It's quite it's quite niche. It's a niche thing. But I don't know exactly what esoteric means, even though.
Yeah, because if I don't know stuff, I just have to.
No, but good. Ask the words. I do that too, and it's good to know because I'm always trying to learn more words. I don't know enough words.
Do you think that or how did because you say you have autism?
Yeah, I'm autistic, and I
don't mean to say you have.
Yeah. And I'm ADHD.
Okay, so you've got autism and ADHD, right? So.
And a few other neurodivergent things. I have dyscalculia as well.
Okay, what's dyscalculia?
It's maths dyslexia.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very it's less spoken about, less kind of known about, but it can really affect your relationship to maths, numbers in general, but also to time and your perception of time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
We'll talk about
yeah,
that more,
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I want to ask you was so with ADHD and
dyscalculia and autism.
So remembering now, I don't know when you was diagnosed or when you was fully aware of these conditions that you have, but at 1 or 2, at the age where you was no longer able to communicate with a certain fraction of your family, but you're communicating through the other senses like tone, instead of changing tone and stuff that went on. How did that impact you? How did that feel for you? Because you have these conditions which heighten other feelings, like, you know. So, you know, like if someone's just, I don't know, someone's just like, just give you the cold shoulder for no reason, but then you've got, because I'm trying to articulate what I'm saying, but we, and I'll say we, 'cause I know I've got certain conditions, I don't want to think, but even humans as well, but some are more acute than others. But you're aware of it, and then you're aware there's a chemical change in you. How do you think that impacted you, or how did that impact you, and how did you feel when those things were going on? Because I feel like you, even with saying that, you would be at a heightened, you know, like if it's an emotional thing, you'd get it almost straight away, certain things, you know what I mean? Even because you don't understand the language, even if someone's saying something derogatory, they'll say something, and they might even look at you, or they might just shoot you look, but you know that's about me.
Yeah,
yeah,
100%,
you know, no matter
100%.
So you know exactly where I've gone with this. So how did that feel for you, and how did you deal with that? Because you also at a certain age, I don't know what age it was, emotions we'll let our emotions right out, which we should be able to anyway.
Yeah.
You may react straight away to the thing, or so let me stop going on, but you understand where I've gone with that.
So. I'm still dealing with it. I'm still figuring it out. It made me very stressed. I was a stressed baby. Like, I was a stressed child. And I remember having insomnia in my crib. Like, I remember being awake for hours and not being able to sleep while other people were asleep, and like being really frustrated. It manifests as tension. Like my family are loving and amazing, and I'm so blessed to have all of the family that I have, truly. But it is quite scary when you're a little girl and you can't communicate like everyone else can. Never mind being autistic as well. Like, so it created a lot of tension and a lot of unmet expression that I needed to get out, that I couldn't let out, especially because this Indian household, like, is very patriarchal environment, and that was the first place where I really started to reject the notion of gender as a social construct, because I could see how it was affecting me as a child. And how we were treated differently, how I was treated differently because I was a girl. Yeah, and I was like,
definitely in those cultures. You'd be able to speak more on that, but I have a surface understanding of how that goes into, like, it's definitely in the Indian culture. Definitely. Not so much about the Bajan culture, but
and so it was a lot, basically, and I feel like that's where I really started to. I think that was the thing that pushed me into writing, into art. Okay. Yeah, but my brother mainly. Yeah.
I was going to come to that. What was your relationship like with your siblings? How was your siblings supporting you in this? And was there any that you are closer to than any others?
Yeah. So because the middle two are identical twins, they come as a unit. But my eldest brother.
So they're both the same sex then?
Yeah. And so my eldest brother, he's 8 years older than me, and he always wanted a sister. That's something that he just always wanted, was a little sister. So by the time I came along, the twins are 5 years older than me, but by the time I came along...
You're the baby?
I'm the baby. Yeah.
That's even harder as well, being a baby.
Yeah. He would just, like, scooped me up, and, like, I was just his sidekick, basically, for forever. And so he is the person who had the biggest influence on me, just in terms of expanding my consciousness. Yeah. And feeding and injecting me with as much like art as possible. Yeah.
What's your first recollection of art, or your first wow moment for yourself? You said, I like this. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Freedom to bring the art, and you could just be expressive to the point where I'm sorry, I ask 3-4 questions in one go sometimes. I get excited as well, so I try not to go too far.
What do you mean?
So like you're an artist. I've seen you peacock, right? I love to say the word peacock, right? So I've seen you peacock, right? So when was your first time when you either looked at a painting and it took you in and you was gone, or you said a line or you said something and you felt that exhalation, you felt that serenity, that beauty, or you was on stage and you was like, the first line you said, you saw the crowd and you're in the zone, like where you were allowed to be Kristal, part of yourself that is true and honest. Like whether it was you getting lost in someone else's art or actually performing your art for the first time, that love of art, like, how can I say it? When I discovered certain things about Shakespeare and certain other things, when I actually discovered it and understood it and the rhythm, and I could would a rose be by another name not smelling so sweet? That's not the correct thing. But I was like, damn, that's beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And then getting the chance to say it, and then people, because I know you performed it, but you perform classics, you perform plays, you perform in a play, and understanding it's okay. It's okay to be Io, it's okay to be Kristal, but right now you don't have to be Io or Kristal. You can be whatever you want to be. You could just let this energy out of you, and that's like, it could even be like a school play or whatever, but you realise it could have been fame, like you're singing it could have been when you was watching Grease.
Yeah, no, it was, I think the first time...
Sorry, I went off.
No. Yeah, I love this as a question. My answer, I think, will be pretty strange.
It's your answer. It's a beautiful answer. Whatever it is, because art is a beautiful thing.
Give
me some, please.
I was obsessed with this thing. This movie, Care Bears the movie.
Come on.
Care Bears the movie.
Come on. Love that.
Don't
start off, You're not starting off on that. You don't know the history of that. Whoa.
So yeah, that was my first hyper focus, I think, because my mum says that I would want that on repeat, basically. I think there was one day where I watched it 7 times in a row. I was like, Mum, that is autism. Like, a little kid be like, again.
The Care Bear stare.
The Care Bear stare, baby. The themes in that film, it's a kid's film, but it has really deep messaging within it, and it activated a lot within me. And it is about, the actual storyline is about a bunch of interdimensional traveling beings that go around spreading light and love through different dimensions. I understood that, on an intrinsic level as a child, as a baby. I was like, this is the real deal. This is why we're here. This is my soul mission. It was clear as day. And since then, I've been drawing hearts and stars and moons and suns, Care Bear symbolism my whole life.
You've got a moon every.
Yeah, I do. and yeah, the Care Bear stare, your energy, your magic, your power, your aura, all of it, how you project into the world, what you leave behind, how much love and light you spread, was big messaging for me. And that was the thing that started it off. Yeah,
so beautiful, man.
Yeah, that was a big thing for me.
Yeah, beautiful, man. It's rolling back to those. I didn't even pre it deeper like that. The actual show, and I watched it and probably got some of those things from it, because there was subliminal things.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
But then when you think about it, it's that came off the back of, when was that made? It's coming off the back of counterculture, the 60s. So it's 60s, 70s. It's made by acid-taking hippies that want to put this messaging in for children to access, to say, this is what life is really about. Use your imagination.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Come on.
Yeah.
Then so in your when you was younger, when you was a child in your childhood, What was school like for you?
So
we're gonna go primary school then.
Yeah, primary school. I had a beautiful primary school. I went to primary school in Oval, and it was like, it's like proper, inner city feeling school. Just everyone was from everywhere over the world, like all around the world. We had every culture like in our class, and so I loved primary school a lot. But then as soon as I started to reach about 6 or 7, that's when my first dyscalculia symptoms started to kick in, and I was really scared because it was back in the day when they would call you up and be like, do this sum on the board, and you'd have to go and do it in front of everyone, and like I probably did it wrong once or twice, and that started me forming like on those days like, oh, I feel sick, oh, I have a bellyache, oh, I have to stay home, like, oh, and like starting to mask and starting to like pretend that I couldn't do it, or like I could do it, but then like all this stuff, like a lot of tension around the fact that I just had like a learning disability, but didn't know that that's what it was. So that was really hard. But by the time I got to by the time puberty really kicked in, and it kicked in early for me, by the time I got like my first period, that's when stuff can really affect people, affect women. Like it's a big thing, how much it can affect autistic, especially autistic and ADHD people, which we call ADHD, like just the
ADHD.
Yeah, ADHD to like shorten it. It's not a clinical term. It's just like a social term to identify ourselves. But so I started to get really depressed. By the time I was 11, I was by the time my periods came, I just had, I felt like I basically started to have my first like spiritual breakdown, or like nervous breakdown, burnout, like whatever you want to call it. And it was intense, and the transition from primary school to high school was really bad for me. And there was a trip in between, and I went to it's the only time I've been to Barbados, but my mum took me and my cousins and my aunties, and like my auntie, and we went for 3 weeks. But every day on the beach there, something unlocked in me. And my mum says, she was like, what did she say? Yeah. She's like, you've been activated now, you're turned on. Because I just started writing every day on the beach, like poems, songs, just like for hours and hours and hours. And that was the unlocking, and I haven't stopped like since, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what was your first narrative? What was your first subject matter? What was your first poem about? Like a lot of people will be about love. What was your first poem about?
The first one I proper remember, and I wish I still had these books, but I went for a whole thing. Yeah.
So what you went for?
I did like a ceremonial book burning of my out of rage, out of like whatever. I don't know what I was going through, but my mum and my brother were like, "Don't burn this, no." They were probably like, you can't do it. Like they were proper like they were like pulling their hair out.
Your older brother,
yeah, my older brother and my mum were like, "Don't do this, don't." And I was like, "I have to do this. I have to do," proper dramatic. Like I was like, "I've got to do this thing for whatever reason." Yeah. But I did need to do it to teach me that like it can be destroyed. The art is like I'm a vessel for it. It's not even me. Like I don't need to have connection to that. It's like I would have loved to see that, but actually, the experiences. Everything that like throwing that into the fire taught me was like, oh, I don't have to be too precious about it. I can let go. More art will come, Yeah, in it. Like, aww.
Let them know, let everyone know. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Because we get like proper up in the ego about it, and it's no, I do believe we are just vessels for it, and it's about being as open a channel, as clear and open a channel as I can be, basically.
So when once you started writing and you had this catalogue of work before you burned it, when did your performance of that actually work, or presentation of the work? When did you present the work?
Oh wait. The first poem that I did write, though, because I didn't answer your question, it was basically about feeling like I was dying and feeling like so overwhelmed with life and wanting the feeling of, as soon as my period started, I was immediately like haunted by suicidal ideation, which is a really common thing with ADHD people, and we get premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is an intense thing linked to our hormones and our menstrual cycle. So from the age of 11, anytime I'd find anything difficult, I've had this horrible haunting sensation of to end my life, like literally, oh, this is too hard, you should die, oh, this is too hard, like we should end this now. And that started because of the first time I had a really bad period flare up, that and because it was I had these illnesses that I don't know about, and this chronic inflammation, that I had a fight with my mum, and the stress of it caused such a massive just so much pain, it felt like a rupture in my womb, and I was in agony for about 3 hours, and it was the most pain I'd ever experienced, and I didn't understand that it would stop. So I remember being at the top of my house and looking out the bathroom window, and thinking, oh, I should jump out because then it will stop. If I jump out of the window, then the pain will stop. Because I had no concept that like it was going to stop, or it would. I had no idea, and I was like, I can't live with this pain. It's like actually too much. I should jump out the window. And I think that was the catalyst. That was like the forming thought that created kind of a loop in my brain. And it happens, it's a really suicidal ideation is a big thing that haunts neurodivergent people. And we, have higher rates of suicide. We're at risk, way more because of these reasons, especially women especially women. Sorry, my brain's cutting out.
No, that's fine. I'm going to ask you a question. What can we do? I'll ask a question anyway. What can we do? What can anybody do who knows that they've got someone in their family or someone close to them who may be potentially going through something like this? What can we do? How can we support the people out there that are going through this, especially the young ladies who are going through this transition of turning to puberty, but forced with the other pressures that you went through and faced? Because I think that when we go through stuff like this, especially strong people like yourself, and you can, because the power of even sitting here and talking about it, there's power in that. Apart from you going through it, there's so much power in everything, and you're not listening to that voice to just jump out the window. There's something there we need to illuminate that. Find a way how could, you know what I'm saying? How could what would you how can we help, or what could we do, or just just even just us talking about it brings a light to it. Yeah. But so what for yourself, and it may not one solution fits all. Yeah. For yourself, how did you manage to get through it? Because you got through it. You've got through loads, and we're going to talk about that. You're strong as fuck, you know that. Right? Serious, man, come on. Do you know what I mean? How did you almost...
So my mum...
Your mum?
Yeah, my mum is how I got through it, first and foremost. We've always had such a close relationship, but she has always trusted me, completely. And I've always trusted her. And I was not okay, and school was becoming harder and harder, and I didn't know that I was going through autistic burnout and complete sensory overwhelm. So the transitions are a big thing for autistic people. They can be very difficult, any kind of transition. And so that transition from primary school to high school was massive for me, and I didn't realize, and like the culture shock of going through it, and just suddenly being surrounded by so many more people, and suddenly just having like the awareness that like South London beef and like South London girls, like what that culture is and can be, because we were in a very like lovey primary school. It just was like, yeah, we're all friends. And then suddenly going to a girls' school, like a South London girls' school, was for my brain. I was like, I'm not cut out for this.
When you said South London beef, I thought, what is that? What would that taste like?
Delicious sirloin, yeah.
South London beef. You never tried it. Come over and try. But yeah.
I oh shit, what was I going to say?
It's about life of being the transition from one to
so the actual going into high school was just a madness, and I was getting such bad sensory overload, and like I said to my mum, like I was saying to her, like the school is just too loud, like everything is loud, I don't like know what to do. But my mum is the person who listened to me and was like, and advocated for me. And you know, my dad wasn't having it. My mum was like, we need to take her out of school, because I wasn't going. I was spending days where I was just going to Victoria Station, staying there for 6 hours and coming home. Wow. Like literally sitting there for 6 hours and coming home to not go to school. And I said to her, I was like, Mum, I'm gonna die if I stay here. And my mum was like, she fucking means it to my dad. Like, she's like, she's not messing around, yeah. And my brother's like, a lot of people gave my mum a lot of stick and was like, you can't take her out of school. She's like, this is what she needs. And she was absolutely right. And I wasn't homeschooled. She left me kind of to my own devices. She trusted me, I trusted her. She's like, you're really smart, so figure it out. Yeah. Yes. And for real. I love you, mummy. I love you, daddy, as well. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, the it was because she listened to me and she was like, yeah, she means it. And then I didn't go to school for ages, and then I was like, okay, I'll try school again. So I went to mixed school. I went to
public breaks.
I went to Stockwell Park High.
Park High. So what was that in comparison to the place when you got to the girls' school? It was South London beef. Tasty.
I said to my mum, I was like, Mum, I'm going to end up in a gang or pregnant.
Wow.
And I can't stay here. She was like, okay. I was there for, I think, 3 weeks.
You really said it to your mum?
Yeah, I said that to my mum. I could talk to my mum like that, like, because...
You sound like my mum.
Yeah, is it?
Like, you know, like your mum back in the day said, you just don't go out there, don't get pregnant, don't go and end up in no gang.
Yeah.
But you could sit for yourself and say, Mum, I don't want that.
I don't want that. Like, yeah. But also, because she gave me the...
on the break, sorry. I can't actually get pregnant. My mum never actually said to me, you're going to get pregnant. She said to my big sister. Just because people will nitpick, I just realised what I said.
It's all right. I got you.
But she said, don't go and get no bad gangs. But anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. So, yeah, I've lost my train of thought.
You talk about the mixed school, when you got to Stockwell, you said your mum ended up in a gang or pregnant.
So I was like, I can't stay here. So basically, I was out of school from 11 years old to like 14. I went back just at the end of year 9, like to a new school, to Norbury Manor.
Norbury Manor?
Yeah. And it was blessed. You know what? It was actually wicked, because majority of the pupils, they were black and South Asian. So I felt quite at home. I was like, hey, wicked. It's just like two different sides of my peoples, basically. And that was really nice. But I came in, and it was the very end of the like last term, just before the summer holidays. And so this is, they were putting on a production of Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. And because I am a genderqueer person, like my pronouns are they, them. Like I don't really I've always felt this way, and I've always been this way. And so when I heard that they were putting on Romeo and Juliet, I was like, yeah, wicked. But I wanna audition for Romeo. It's like, bun Juliet, yeah.
South London beef for Juliet.
Yeah, for real. I was like,
talking about
gang life, yeah. Like, no, seriously, I was like, no, I understand this. I understand the gang, like, culture within this play. I understand their beef and their war and, like, what's going on. I was like, I don't want to play some, like, weeping, like, that wasn't interesting to me. I was like, I understand, I can hear the road in Shakespeare's language. I can hear the road. I found it accessible. So I was like, yeah, I'll audition for that. And so I did, and then I got it. And it was weird for everyone at the school because they were like, who's this new girl who's like playing Romeo? Like, what? Like, no one knew who I was. I was there for like a week or something. And was suddenly like the lead in the play, and which was wicked. And I was like, yeah, wicked. I'm back at school. This is so weird. And now I'm in this play. And just, we rehearsed it for so long. And every day, you know, I'm doing rehearsal, and I'm there, and I'm like listening to like the Streets and the Streets album, and like Slim Shady EP, and like quite wordy stuff, like, and like Wu-Tang, and like, yeah, quite like wordy lyrical stuff. And so that was all like making me more interested in the words of Shakespeare, and like, how do I play with this? And yeah, we did 2 performances of that, but it changed my life. And doing that, I was like, yeah, I can really do this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. And that was the thing where I was like, okay, I'm gonna be an actor. But going back to your first question of was there like a movie or a thing that I saw? When I first saw, I've written a poem about this actually recently. When I was 11, my elder brother Raj, he took me to the cinema. We always used to go cinema, but he took me to see Titanic. And we're such like James Cameron fans.
Yeah.
And
Big boy film.
And like watched it. Just before it started, he turned to me and was like, I think you're really going to enjoy this film. And it changed my life. Like, watching that, I was like, oh, because it was period as well. But it's James Cameron. Like, we loved Terminator, we love Aliens, like, saw all of that stuff, like, way too young. It was so grand. Like, the thing that people forget about Titanic is that it's actually, like, an amazing film. It's actually an amazing script, amazing, like, people just got hyped on the love story and like, oh, whatever, but actually, no, it's balls to the wall, amazing storytelling.
There's layers. Yeah. Let me get it, 'cause I'm about to get started. There's layers. People
so much.
Not just, what's his name?
No,
Jack.
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 No,
There's
so much.
poverty, this, that.
Class system, all of it.
It's mad.
It's a madness.
The costumes.
All of it.
The cast of actors.
Yeah.
DiCaprio and whatever.
All of them.
There's bare people in there that make it happen. Like,
and I was like, oh, I get this. Like, I understand what this is about. And it just changed everything. I was like, oh, this is like real cinema. And again, this is like, it's so funny. Like, I wasn't diagnosed autistic until this year. But like, I saw Titanic in the cinema 11 times. I took people to see it. I took my mum to see it. I took my fam. I took like friends of friends. Like, yeah, people.
I think that it's a beautiful part of the condition to be able to enjoy something.
Oh, I know that you can just do over and over again.
And
and it just gets better. You're like,
and you can enjoy it. And
it's
a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I love it.
I don't. Sometimes I don't know. I think there's stuff that comes up that you can do with in today's age, but I think that I'm babbling when I'm talking to you, but I think back in the day there was more things. There was more things I could watch over and over again.
Yeah, definitely.
Today,
oh yeah,
I can't watch over and over again. There were certain things I could just watch over and over and over and over. Like I used to watch House Party.
Oh yeah!
Goonies, I've watched it millions of times. Like there's certain films.
Yeah, I could just watch a billion times, but that's because they don't make them like that anymore.
That's what I'm saying. They used to make like The Matrix. I watched a lot of times, but there's certain films like used to like Titanic. What's another good one we got? Give me another good one, another epic film that. I mean, I used to love all the Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
I've watched some of the Future. Back to the Future.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, all of them ones, man. Like, yeah. But I'm just a big fan of films. I'm a big fan of films. I love The Terminator.
Would you think it is because? Like I'm only as a human as a human. I'm looking at a mirror for myself right now. For me, how I feel, as in certain things that have happened within my life and certain things that I can see. That I see certain things. You know, that I think I used to like. You know, like I'm seeing certain things. I used to sit down and watch them. What do you think? What do you think that we see in these things? And I'm now precariously latching onto you, even though I ain't been diagnosed. I've got some of the conditions you've got, so I'm latching onto you with this. But what do you think it is that we see in these things that gives us that? I don't want to say like escapism, like the beauty of it, because not everything can captivate me like that. But certain things we watch, like you said, we watch Titanic, and there's other films. If you brought them up now, I'm like yeah. Well, they've got those layers. They've got, like Shakespeare's got the layers. It's got that intricacy to bring you in, to keep you captivated as well. Like it's not boring. We could do it again and again and again, and let's see more. Next time you do it, you see. What do you think that is like? And it's calming as well.
Yeah.
I'm good when I watch a good movie and relax and everything. I'm at peace, you know. Like you feel it because you're in it, you know.
It's just really good storytelling. Like, that's what it comes down to. I think it's really good storytelling. It's the capturing of your imagination that can make you, that can keep it held captive for that amount of time. Like, when the whole rest of the world like falls away and we can just be in that moment for 2 hours or however long that film is, if it is really good, it will keep our attention. And especially in this age where our attention span is becoming shorter and shorter because of social media, and it's harder to watch a film now. It is so hard to watch a film and put your phone away, you have to put it in a different room. If you want to watch that film for 2 hours without checking your phone, it's hard. And like we don't get to concentrate in that kind of way anymore. But like, it's storytelling, and it's the power, and it's activating all of your waves. You know, I think really good storytelling, the reason you can go back to it over and over again is because you're going to find more and more. It's just going to go deeper, and you're going to find more in it at different points in your life. Yeah. You.
How do you do? Because because it's a segue, perfect segue. Because for me, when you get up on the stage, you perform, you tell a story. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Whether it just doesn't matter what you're doing, you're always telling a story, Kristal, yeah? You, for me, do what I heard Sir Laurence Olivier say to do when you want to be a proper actor. Go out on the branch, on the weakest branch out there. Just go, call out there and be your authentic self. I've seen you do the same poem 3 different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen you, and it's just like, and we spoke about her the first time I saw you perform. That to me was it was exactly what you're talking about now. So and not discrediting it, but the stuff we talk about, we have in movies, we have on stage as well. When someone brings a good stage performance, you're just there. Like people talk about Hamilton and certain other things. You can bring that same energy that's there, that same engrossing, captivating energy to the stage. You do that with your performances, and you're welcome. No, thank you. I'm sure everyone else thanks you. You have. My base is in acting as well. You have rituals. I watch you. You get ready. You warm up. You do the certain things you do. Like I watch. Like what was the question? I get lost in my own thing now. So that because your level of storytelling is up there. Even though so you have that same captivation for 3 minutes, 6 minutes, or whatever. That same level. You do the same thing for a short amount of time because it's just like you've got one piece of whatever. Talk to me. Where did you study? How did you learn? What is it for you before you go on? How do you call upon that? And how do you give it that reality, that real base stuff? Because you're like, I'm a storm boy, and you're going, and I'm telling you, when you get, you feel it on almost every spectrum of the senses for me when you perform.
Okay, so it's hard to try and talk. I'm trying to talk about this more like in a real way because so much of this had to be hidden growing up and like my background and just being like from a magical family and like so I basically trained in so when I was little, when I was younger, it became very apparent to my family, to the people around me, my community, that I did have the gift of story. And that was something that was taken very seriously. And I was told that I had abilities. That's the thing. Like,
you do.
Thank you. And my role is to be a storyteller, to help people. And that has been something I have known about myself since I was a child and something I've been working towards and through and with my whole life. So everything that I experience in the world of the physical, in the 3D, but mainly where I live is in the world of the spiritual and in the hidden and the unseen. And so I trained in both. I trained in the physical world. I trained as an actor for 5 years. I went to Brit School. I trained, did musical theatre for 2 years. I then went to Mount View Academy of Theatre Arts for 3 years, did a degree in professional acting, and did that. And at the same time, throughout life have been looking deeper, using art in a magical way. Because how I was taught by my mum and brother is that the world of the imagination is magic. Everything is magic. I actually really believe this. Everything has a spirit. Everything is alive. This table was an idea. Someone thought of this and then designed it and willed it into existence. It's magic. Because we live in the West, like so much of it gets, we live in like this science-based culture and we've been severed from our connection to spirit and our connection to our ancestors, our connection to where we come from. So I have always been working with these things. This is what I'm thinking about all the time from like a kid. And how do I integrate aspects of myself? How do I bring what I can imagine into my physical being? How do I express this? How do I get this out? How do I connect with people? So I had to go, listen, I'm so happy to be able to perform again and to hear, I'm having beautiful feedback from people. I'm having lots of like gorgeous stuff and people saying really cool stuff and lots of opportunities are starting to come to me now and it's amazing. But I just really want people, anyone who's starting out and like anyone who has any kind of dream to know that what I do, the gift is there, but none of this comes easy to me, you know? I have to work hard to be able to do what I can do on stage. And it might look like that because I've come onto the scene and have been giving a lot of opportunities in like a short amount of time. But that hasn't just happened. There is so much like work that I have to do on a daily level just to perform at all. So it isn't it's something that's like a God-given talent. I feel that I've had it since I was little, but it's something that's had to be crafted, and that's my my purpose in life. A lot of my soul contract with myself is figuring out how to express and how to advocate for myself and how to be this person in this body with the limitations that it does have, and they're very real. How do I work the best with what I got?
Yeah, man, you do good, man. You do exceptionally well. If you're gonna we're gonna go into health and stuff and the challenges you faced as well. But I don't wanna rush over the part of your performance and your levels. And it makes a lot of sense that you've explained your process of where you've gone, how you studied, and how you got to the place where you are right now. I strongly believe, the power is a force of the universe. You're a true storyteller. And this is another reason why why I'm in awe. Because it's something that I would say I aspire to be. People in the poetry, you want to tell our stories authentically, honestly, the way we feel them. Not everybody can. It's hard.
Yeah,
like you said, it's not easy.
It's not something that we can just access. I mean,
access.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the people I admire the most. It's actually not a magic trick. I feel like it can come at a great cost. It can cost a lot. It's not like
it does cost a lot.
Yeah, it does cost a lot. And that's not to say that it has to be hard or all the time or anything, but as in what it takes, the energy, the
drain, the draw, the price.
The price.
I believe that it's exactly what you're saying. So we have a responsibility as artists, as human beings, as vessels to, when we have this inspiration that we have, to deliver it with authenticity, because it's no good me having these revelations, these premonitions, these visions, the capacity to tell the story that you need to hear like the ancestors pass stuff down, or to illuminate certain things, and not telling them to our fullest of our capabilities. Talking a bit too fast. It's our job. However, with life and everything, people have imposter syndromes, people have things that go on like you have, like we're going to talk about soon, and those things can draw you back. Those things become primary. But like what you've done, like you said, it isn't easy, but you made it happen. Oh man, Kristal, you're something else, seriously. You sang once, right? And I done a play called The Crucible.
Oh yeah, The Crucible, Arthur Miller,
Yeah, Arthur Miller, beautiful. I played Reverend Hell.
Did you?
Yeah, way back in the day, I was in theatre school as well.
Yeah,
way back in the day, it was lovely. We had some songs to sing from that period, and you sung in one of your poems, and it was eerie, it was beautiful, it was just like that, but it was also so captivating at the same time. You know, like you could feel the pain and then the beauty in the art as well. A bit like, we know there's like Irish singers, Irish singers, and they'll come and sing a ballad about he said the lady, and she's just talking. It's like almost like a love story, but there's no music on that. It's just the voice. The voice is, you done that with one of your pieces. You changed from poetry. My God, the levels, but just the energy that it brought out, and it's just beautiful. Thank you so much. Seriously. Thank you so much. And it's like that honesty in your art, it comes out when you see it and you can watch it. When I watch it and I see it, it's that, for however long it is for, it's almost longer than what it's for, because if I can still remember it after it's happened, and it still remains. Do you get what I'm saying? It hasn't actually gone. So once it's initiated, it remains. And it's a point of reference for me, and I can only talk about myself, but I can only imagine how many other points of references there are from people. It's that captivating moment in the movie. It's that well-delivered piece of art, because you know it's a James Cameron film. Sorry, you know it's a Kristal's film. You get what I'm saying to you? You can, and that's the identification I have with the way you perform and what you bring to the table. And you said it isn't easy to understand that. how, I don't know nothing about what your physical challenges have been. I know some of them, but I don't know all of them. I know that you had a really, really serious attack on your health system. Apart from the stuff we've been talking about, you've managed to come through the other side, but it stopped you from being able to be out and perform, or even to just conduct yourself on a regular daily basis from time to time. What was that? What happened? How did it happen? How did you overcome it? What kind of challenges did you face? And I just,
I mean, it's so big, but like, so I've my symptoms started when I was like, from about 8, 9, 10, 11. That's when my symptoms started. All kinds of symptoms, and because I have 8 so far, I think 8 different conditions.
8 different conditions.
Yeah. So, but I have so some of them are neurological, so to do with neurodivergence and brain, and then I have physical conditions as well. So they can kind of all affect each other as well. It's hard to tell what's even coming from what symptoms are coming from what a lot of the time. But like, so the first symptoms I started to experience like as a kid was like anxiety and really like painful like anxiety. And then one time we just got, me and my brother, Raj, we just come back from the cinema watching Final Destination.
Which one?
First one, baby.
Okay.
So I was 12, and we sneaked in from long ago. Yeah. So I was. We were in the kitchen talking about the film, like, I like this bit, and I was talking to, and I moved my arm, and my arm just went like, and it was the most searing pain I'd ever like had, and I remember thinking like, oh no, it's death. It's like death from the movie has gotten me. It's happening! Like, no! And I just like dropped to the floor, and my brother was like, what is happening? I was like, I don't know. And then it just stopped. And I was like, what was that? And that was the first time my shoulder subluxed. It's a partial joint dislocation. So it doesn't fully dislocate, it just half dislocates basically.
And goes back in, or it's just still...
And then goes back in by itself. So both shoulders started to do that over time, and like I was like, something's wrong with me. And then as I started to get older and like my body started to develop and I started to get boobs, I started to have really like big stretch marks, like really stretch marks that I shouldn't have basically. And all of these weird symptoms, I started to feel really sick. I started to feel really like nauseous all of the time, fatigue and tired and not being able to like sleep properly or sleeping too much, all of these things. And I've forgotten the like question through line of stuff.
No, it's cool. Yeah. It's just about how when you found out about what was going on with you, how you dealt with it.
So basically, it basically like everything was kind of going. When I finished drama school, that was 2009. So I came out and I immediately like got very ill, and that was triggered through stressful events. And I didn't know what was happening. I was like, everyone else, like I've never had a job like everyone else can do. I've never been able to like work properly like other people can. I was like, why have I never been able to do the things that everyone else can do? And everyone keeps telling me how smart I am and like I'm really clever and like I'm like, you're okay, like you're fine. I'm like, but I'm not fine, and I can't do stuff, and like I've been on benefits for like however many years now, like I'm actually not able to do the stuff that everyone else can do. And I'm there and I'm saying like I need help. I'm going in and out of doctors for my whole life, years, saying something's wrong, this, that, blah, blah, blah. In fact, I told my mum to take me to the doctors when I was 14 years old and say, I was like, something's wrong with my skin, I can tell by looking at it, it's stretching, like I've got stretch marks everywhere, it shouldn't be like this. And he didn't even look at my skin. He just said like, oh, it's just growing older, like get bio oil and put that on your stretch marks. And I came out of there so disheartened and so just like, no one's going to fucking help me. No one's going to help me. And it was just years and years of that. And so after drama school, I came out, and that transition was such a big one and so hard. And I had a really, really bad experience with an acting agent at the time. And so it was just really demoralizing, really bad, and it triggered a lot. And so I didn't know it at the time, but I was having I have a condition called lymphedema, which is like swelling in the body, like so it all swells.
Lymphedema?
Up. Yeah. Lymphedema? Have I said that wrong? Lymphedema. Lymphedema is the one I've got, not lymphedema. Are they the same thing? I don't know. They're pronounced differently. There's also lipedema, which is like another thing that I have. So it is confusing. Wow. And they've not been diagnosed yet, actually. I'm in the process of trying to get that done. But yeah, so I came out of drama school, got ill, and then yeah, my body just started to break down basically, and I couldn't go out. I was very incapacitated. I couldn't perform. I started to lose control of my nervous system. So every time I did try to perform, I would have people would say like, you're amazing, all of the stuff, like this is so good, but afterwards I would have such massive anxiety attacks, like after doing the performance, and I would feel completely like completely exposed. And this is like to do with autism, and I didn't know what was happening. And then blah, 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 loads of shit happened. I didn't really actually get any help until when I got pregnant, when I had my daughter in 2020, about a year later, my symptoms started to go haywire. And I had to basically go and advocate for myself, wait for about a year. I had to basically go and get diagnosed privately because no one was helping me and I needed help. I couldn't look after my daughter. I was having like repetitive injuries. I've got a condition called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is basically the collagen in your body, like the gene for it is faulty, like the DNA, the gene that you have. So everything in my body is too stretchy, basically. So it affects everything. So after I had my daughter and I was like, you have to help me, I had to take a whole bunch of evidence to like a rheumatologist, a private rheumatologist, and say, look, these are my symptoms. And she was like, yeah, you definitely have this. I'd been waiting my whole life to kind of figure out what all these random symptoms were because they seem really unrelated. And then, so I'd figured it out and then realized that like, oh, with this condition, hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, if you have this, there's something like, I think it's like 70% chance of being autistic or having ADHD. And I was like, whoa. And so that's what basically put me on to realizing that I had ADHD and I was autistic. But the lipedema, like everything affects me in such big ways. And every day I have to do about 3 hours of self-care a day. And that's different forms of exercise, training, strength training, massage, all kinds of stuff that I have to do. Just to keep my body okay. Yeah. So that was really long-winded. No.
It is what it is. I mean, you say it's long-winded. This is something you've had to live with for how many years? It's not long-winded at all. And you'd be surprised maybe someone else out there that's going through this needs to hear exactly what's going on. Is there anyone else in your family that has any of these conditions?
So that's the thing. I mean, no, not with hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and not with lipedema. But yes, autism and ADHD run on both sides of my family. Yeah, and I started to realize, it was when I had my daughter actually, it was through interacting with her and watching her that I was like, I think she's autistic. And I was like, wait, I think dad's autistic. Wait, I think mum's autistic. Wait, I think I'm autistic. Wait, yeah.
So, What? So you got like, because this is you. I have to be careful as well. You see, when I do stuff, I can only because I come from my perspective, like any human being. You know what I'm saying? So when you was in so much pain that you thought the best way to end this pain was to jump out the window, right? Remember you said that, yeah? So when you're going through all these things you're going through, there's gonna be a different voice that is a voice of encouragement or a voice of like you can get through this or something, some way, because you don't just, you know, like you have, because it's all internal. You've conquered something and you're dealing with on a daily basis things that like other people may not have been able to deal with. Like it could have easily, like I don't know if I could have dealt with it personally because I haven't ever had to eat off the same plate you're eating off of, like, and they may have listened to that voice and like it's sad, but it has happened. Other people have listened. You haven't listened to that voice. You're still here. Your mother as well. You fought for your thing. What voice was it in your head? You know what I'm saying to you? Well, the voice is telling you, like, just you know what, you can end the pain, jump out the thing, but you need to have another voice or a rationality or a burning desire never to lose or something. What inside you got you through all of this, and how do you get through this stuff? What is your inner, what is your power, what's your light that you use for this? Because you've got a light, you know, you're not giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 conditions you said, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? Any one of these things that you've spoken to me about, or any one of these scenarios that you've been through, people could just give up. You're still fighting, Kristal. You're fucking definitely a storm talking about. But I just want to, I guess I'm asking, and I'm asking you to look inside yourself and answer that question for us and yourself. How do you do what you do on a daily basis? And before you ask yourself that question, thank you for doing what you do on a daily basis. No. I'm coming in, seriously. That's what I'm saying to you, how you do it, but this is, I'm getting, because even your story up until now, I'm like, fucking hell. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Massive love for you, you know what I'm saying? These hugs are always here for you as well, trust me. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Nah, cool. It's just like, how do you do what you do? How? Do you know what I'm saying? Because like you take this and you use it like that. Maybe it's the magic and everything your family's been teaching you since you was young.
Yeah, I mean, that is a lot of it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That is a lot of it. Like, it's funny because like, living with like an external kind of voice that haunts you every few weeks, like having suicidal ideation like that, it's so outside of the rest of me. It's like so not like the rest of my personality or like who I am or like how I function or see the world. It's so dark compared to how I feel usually. Yeah. Shadow side. You know about shadow
side?
It's the deepest, darkest shadow side. Like it really is. And so, so I have to like work with it. Work with that shadow. Of course. What did you ask me? Just remind me. Just ask me.
You have, because this is something, because you're a human, we deal with this stuff. In you dealing with all these things, like I remember I said to you, you're in pain for a certain amount of time, you couldn't comprehend where it's coming from. You said the best thing for you to do is jump out the window. You know what I'm saying? Right now you've got 8 conditions that you're aware about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're a mother. You understand this is gonna be a daily thing. You've got the health routine you want. Yeah. What's the voice? You know the voice that keeps you going? Where's that come from? That's the question. Thing.
So when I hear like, oh, let's just end it now, like, no, Kristal, like don't like give up, I can hear like, but we ain't going out like that. Like, you know, it's like
about put a bit of bio oil in, whatever. You never took it. For real. Put a bit of bio oil in, and you have to keep going until you got to where you know what I'm saying? She heard that and you kept going, because someone could have just gone home, put a bio oil,
and then it's not working.
Oh well, and just that's my lot. Do you know what I'm saying?
But it's because also it's the voice of it's the voice of me. It's the voice of my family. My mum and dad have championed me. They've believed in me so much my whole life. They accepted what I do, and they were like, this is what you do. This and took it seriously, you know. And like my dad especially, like he has just backed me completely. And especially like it's not norm. It's not the norm. Like, he's an Indian dad to be like, you know, we don't do the arts really. We do the sciences. And he was like, yeah, that ain't you. Like, and just accepted that and was so, has always been. Yeah, they're fans. They're fans of me, you know, which is like.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, but it's like, that's a big deal and not everyone has that. And like, that for me is the thing, like, and I have a daughter who I'm not going out like that, you know what I mean? Like but it's so hard, and it is a real thing that I have to manage and deal with. And I have a very short menstrual cycle as well, so I don't even have like a normal person's one. It's shorter, so I cycle through this stuff much quicker. And you know, I have a period like every 3 weeks, so I don't really have even that regulated, like the week where you're supposed to be regulated doesn't really exist for me.
So your hormones would be doing what
doing all the time. So
it's just I
have to every day inject and remind myself, like infuse my life with as much love and nature and breathing and movement and all of the things that just make me feel like, oh, we're here, we're human, like just bits of connection. I have to do that all day, throughout the day, of taking moments to say thank you. That's the thing, to give thanks. Because as hard as, like, listen, yes, I've got all of these conditions, but I've been doubly blessed. Like, I know that I've just been given the right amount of ingredients to be able to do it, you know, like actually, and the right amount of support. I'm like, okay, and it's not perfect, and it's not this and it's not that, but I'm like, oh, and the thing is, I think I'm very much like my dad in this way because of that. It's like, I am a rich person. Yeah. You know, like that's it. Like definitely. You know,
definitely.
I've had nothing in my bank account at times. I've had a little bit more than nothing, like you know. But on the whole, it's because abundance, love, light, health, wealth, food, friends, family. This is what everything is about, and everything else is bullshit. It's actually bullshit.
Oh, man. Please. People at home, you have just enough. Like, understand, take a good look at your surroundings, think about what you want, think about what people are telling you want and what you actually want. You have just enough. Even if you don't think you've got enough, even if you're facing problems and challenges, you have enough. Believe in that, keep pushing through, don't give up.
For real.
God bless you.
Yeah.
You're amazing. We love you. Love yourself.
It's like, true.
Yeah. No,
because with those little things.
Give me one more, please.
Yeah, with those little things, like, I know, like, you know, when I was 11, I was like, I'm going to make my bedroom the most magical place in the world. Like, I'm going to make it look how I need it to be. And I painted it like deep dark. It was called Barbados blue, you know. Deep dark blue. I stenciled like moon and stars, like shooting stars and moons on it with spray paint, gold spray paint. And I like put saris all around it. And like we had no money, but all the things I could source of like, oh, this is my grandmother's like sari from here. And I can like take this little thing, my mum's scarf here, and just make vibes. And everyone would want to come and stay in my room, like, and cotch in my room, and be like, yeah, let's vibe in here. And that was like, I do that with every space, and that's kind of my vibe. Like, I always want that, and I want people to feel like that when they're around me as well. Like, because also as an autistic person, like home and my base, because I have to spend so much time in isolation, recovering from overstimulation and the world, that I need home to be sanctuary, to be a proper, comfortable, spiritual anchoring place. And so I love doing that. The reason I'm saying that is because you don't need much money. Like, if you have any kind of arty dream or anything, you don't need much money to kind of bring it to you. You can find cheap ways to make your life feel more magical. Fairy lights was one of the first things that I found as a kid, where I was like, just stick up some fairy lights, instant magical vibes. Excellent. I feel better.
I like that.
Yeah. Stuff like that to me is really important.
It is really important. I think it's very, very important. Very important. A lot of the stuff I say to you, I have to be honest with you, is because I find peace, release, serenity, captivation. You know, when you're being engrossed, I don't know what the plural for that is, but I get engrossed. I get focused, super hyper focused when I see you perform. And it's your style of performance, and everything you put to your energy and everything. Also, it's just like, you know, like, it's just like, wow, I'm just looking and I'm just there. You get me. You get other people. You know, like when you go, you know, when you go fishing, not that I've been fishing, but when you go fishing, they catch a fish. Yeah. The fish is hooked in it. And the fish reel it in. That's what, you don't reel me, but you hook, like, hooked. And then you reeled in as well. Right? You're amazing. You have, your levels are really, really high. There's always room for you to do more, to change stuff and all that. Yeah. But for me, what is it that you want out of your art? And I know you're more than just, I can't put you in one box. You're not just a poet, you're not a spoken word artist, you're not just an actor. You're an artist. To me, you are art. Like you said, you're the vessel. Just when you start talking them kind of things, you already know where we're coming from. Yeah, what is it you want to get out of art? What is it? What do you want from poetry? All of that, like, yeah. What does it do for you? All of this. When we cover some of this already, what does it mean to you? I've asked you how you do what you do. I'm trying to figure it out. So not so I can bottle it and stuff, just so I can understand it. So I can do my thing, you know, like, because mine's different to yours, but it's still actually being true and honest with oneself and pushing and polishing the diamond and you know, cleaning it up and really letting the negatives out, the sadness out. Yeah, yeah. Do you know what I mean? The moments you're in the darkness and you don't even know how to tell somebody else, but you can do it with your art. This is what I see in you and a lot of other people. It's deep, you know. Like, thank you. Like, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but it's a two-way street. Yeah, it's deep. Go on. When you're ready, you can talk.
What was the question?
You're going. What do you want out of your art? Out of your art, what do you want out of your art?
So, I just want to be able to, I guess, I just want to keep shattering my own ideas of my own limits. I've always said, like, the thing I've been trying to achieve, and I feel like I've done it over the past year now, is because I was incapacitated and wasn't able to perform for so long, is I've always wanted to be able to do what I can do in my bedroom in front of other people. That's basically it. Nice. To have the actual part, and that's what I want, like, for everyone.
Yeah, no, that's nice. I feel that. You know,
that's because it's not easy to do this, because it's a place of vulnerability. It comes from a place of being vulnerable. It's a awfully vulnerable thing to get up in front of people and say anything, you know? Say anything, and like to perform, to do any performance, any kind of thing in front of people takes tremendous courage, and I love to see people do it, and I love to see people do it who don't have tremendous courage. That to me is like one of the greatest things ever to witness. I do this to understand myself, in the world, and to understand the world around me. that's how why I've always done it, is to make sense of what is going on, to put it into a context that would make sense to me. And that's what I've been doing. But I have always, since I was a child, had access to a lot of empathy for other people. I've been hyper aware since I was a kid that we weren't all living the same lives, that we didn't all get the same opportunities, that that there were people in lots and lots of pain. And I knew this to be true because I was in lots and lots of pain. So if I was in lots of pain, there's people that are in way worse situations than me, because my family's all right. Like, this is okay. Like, this is, I've got enough going on that's good, really good. So it was always about the fact that I was very scared and very shy and very and I still am all those things. But this tremendous desire in me to connect and bring people together is like a big, big thing. To feel less alone in this very, very dense third dimension that we live in, that is very completely cut off from what we're supposed to be doing as human beings, and we feel it. It's very, very hard being a 21st century human. We are not cut out for this at all, and our brains haven't adapted yet for any of this kind of this that we're living in. So for me, it's always just about connecting to bring more love into the world, because these are dark times. We're being run by crazy people. The world is on fire. It's not actually a joke. Like, this is really happening. War is all around us, and everything's being normalized, and our attention's been colonized now. That's the truth. And it's like they colonize every part of the planet, parts of space. Our attention is the thing that's being colonized through these apps. And we're wasting our lives. We're wasting the opportunities. We're actually forgetting to text our actual loved ones back because we're looking at some random person's kid, dog, foot, feet. Like, who gives a shit? Like, we're wasting our lives. Like, we actually really are. And we are locked into this system that has corrupted us and taken over in a very short amount of time. So I really feel that poetry, art, all of these things is pure resistance. It's what it always has been. Storytelling was created by humans, given to us from the gods or the universe, whatever you want to call it, so that we could understand ourselves and live and actually survive as a species. So that's what it's always for me. It's connection.
Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. I love that. Thank you for that. Thank you. I'm still, this, as usual, you've got me. I'm like, I'm engrossed, you know what I mean? Like, I told you, I don't say it and I don't mean it. I'm very animated as well, but I mean everything I say. What has been the pinnacle for you within your poetry performance, or even performance, and that is, and I did say the pinnacle for you, your performance in your performance poetry. What's been the pinnacle for you? I'm not even gonna
there's two things I think that changed.
I'm just joking.
No, go on. No, it was I got to headline the Southbank Centre in March.
Beautiful.
And that changed. I feel like that changed me on a cellular level. That was like, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And performing in that space, because it was in the Claw Ballroom downstairs, which is big and open. Very hard space for
poets.
For poets, just a hard space to
to captivate.
To what's the word I'm trying to say?
Draw people in.
To harness or to but yeah, so I was
To command?
To command, yeah. And so I did a long set. It was 30 minutes. It's the longest one I've ever done. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to like prepare this like an athlete because
of course,
I have to. If I'm going to do this. Yeah.
30 minutes, it better be seamless.
Yeah.
Because people will your attention will drift.
Yeah, totally. But also just in terms of what my body can physically do, I didn't know if I could do 30 minutes solid yet. Like, I didn't know if I could physically do that. Yeah. And so I took my time with it, and I just got to play, and it was amazing, and it really changed me, because I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I really know what I'm doing. And I think the last time it happened recently, and it was at WordSpace at the beginning of this month, beginning of December, and I got to perform a longer form poem, because I had like two. I didn't get to perform twice, and so I had like two perform back to back basically. And so I asked Josh, who runs it, I was like, do you mind if I do this 10-minute poem that I have, because I don't ever get to perform it, but I'd like people to see. And he said, yeah. I was really grateful for him to saying yes. So I did that, and it's a long piece. It's called The Call, and it's The Call. It's the thing I'm most proud of that I've written, and it's like a 10-minute piece, and it is about it's about my family kind of origin story. It's about coming from a long line of magical people, and being ill and being visited by ancestors, and it's really big, it's really magical. And but I've not been okay. I've been for a while now. I've been in a state of crisis, really, and I'm having a lot of people help me right now. I've had access to like the crisis team that are trying to help me, because I'm going through loads of changes right now. And what was I going to say? Crisis team. I'm in crisis right now. It doesn't necessarily look like how one would expect. Why did I say I'm in crisis? What were we saying?
Because of the stuff you're going through and everything.
Yeah.
What's going on? What we were talking about. Let me backtrack. Where you're at, you're in crisis now because of what you're dealing with, what you're facing. Now you put me on spot.
No, I don't know what I was going to say. That's all right.
I was fully engrossed in what you were saying.
Yeah, no, sorry. This is what happens when my brain can just cut out.
It's cool where we've come from, where we're
lose train of thought. But I'm in crisis now. It doesn't look how it's supposed to. It can look different and strange. Yeah, no, I don't think that thought is going to come back.
It's cool. But it's on outwardly, like you said, you're going through this stuff, but you're still managing to live life. This is like life.
Yeah.
We can't give up. Like
turn it off.
We can't. We basically we can't turn it off. So I'm saying for you to have got to that, because the question was about the pinnacle of what your performance and stuff.
Oh yeah. So the me being in crisis now, I'm having a hard time doing this performance at WordSpace.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been having a difficult time, and I've been not very well, and really under energized, and really like it's winter time. I'm going into myself now.
Yeah.
Not projecting much out, but like. I wasn't feeling. I was like, "Am I gonna do this?" Because it's a big thing. It's a big spell.
Yeah.
It's like, do I have the energy to do this? Because it's never really about me. It's for me. Whenever I'm gonna perform, it's like, who needs to hear this in the room? Like, what do I need to express? First and foremost, I need to express what I need to express. But the reason that I need to express it as well is because there are people in the room that need to receive it, and I always like. Feel this way, so I never get nervous about like what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do usually gets decided in the moment.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
I've watched you. Seriously, I'm like, wow.
So I got to do The Call, and I I just took my time and relaxed into it, and like I was just really, it was a moment where I was like, oh, afterwards I was like, oh, I'm proud, I've worked really hard, because I didn't get a chance to rehearse it, I didn't get to go through it. And in the past I would have been racking my brain. I was like, you have to do everything, you have to know. And then I was like, no, take your time, relax, tell your story. And so I got to do that, and through doing it, through the practice of doing it, again, it's a hard room for me to command. I find it sensorily overwhelming, but I just got to breathe and really play. I got to play, and so
it's fun, isn't it?
So fun. It's just so fun. So yeah, it was wicked. And so those two moments are like, yeah.
It goes back to what you said to me before about doing it in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Because when you're in your bedroom, you can play. Because it's almost like all the poets, like you said at home, try your best to do what you do in your bedroom on the stage. That's when you connect the two. It's beautiful. Yeah. Because you're not scared. You will do the singing voice, or you'll sing the part you want to sing, and you'll do. So when you come on stage, just do it. Yeah. Because everyone cares, but no one cares. Yeah. Like in the sense where the only person who worries really is you, the artist. Yeah. Because you'll be received well no matter what you do.
100%. But like also the thing that is really terrifying, and I feel like most people don't realize, is like everyone actually wants you to do well. No one wants you to be shit. No one wants to like waste their time watching someone not do well. So like people are rooting for you. Always. Like they're like, come on, like yes. Yeah. And so that always gives me great comfort, because I do find it scary, you know. I don't find it's not so. I'm not a natural like exhibitionist. I'm not a natural exhibitionist. Like I'm not someone who can just burst into song. Yeah. Like who can just sing in front. And I went to school with big singers, you know, like people who can sing, and like, and I was like, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, like, you can sing though, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can sing.
But like, you wouldn't just. I'll get you now. But then, don't you think that's it's a human condition that actors and artists and certain people find the ways to control, command, and address. But I think it's a narrative for every human being. Anybody who thinks they're any sort of mustard or nuts, okay, cool, you can say it here now. Go and stand in the front of 10 people or 30 people. Stand on the stage, let everyone be looking just at you, and then now say what you want to say. Whether it's from a written thing or from memory, let's see. But it's not a lot of people who will do. It's scary, like you said. It's scary. Yeah. I'm scared every time. It's scary as hell. Yeah. So, but
that's why it's good.
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah. Like, you know, it means a lot.
That's like a piece from a Batman film or something. That's good. Yeah. So we gotta be scared. They're scaring them. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, that was beautiful.
That commanding energy from though, because you say that when you're on stage, it looks easy. Because I've seen you perform many times, and it looks easy. You look comfortable. Like, how do you get? I don't know. It's like you do command an energy when you're on stage. It's like you've got that. Like I was saying that poem that you do when you're beating your chest. It's like a different energy. So you said you've done a lot of work, sort of, at uni and studying it, but what was the other work? Because I feel like the greatest artists always do some other kind of work to become a great poet. Because not everyone, but a lot of people can write. But then there's something else that I feel like you also bring.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the acting. Like, that is a big part of it, because I keep saying this, and I am going to do it at some point, but I want to do I'm just going to do like just some acting classes, like drama classes, just to give poets more tools to access their performance skills.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
No, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, we should do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, let's do it.
We should talk about times, and I'll get venue, and then we can just do it.
Let's do it, because it is a big, like, it's there are things and tools that you can just be taught, you know, like it's not magic. I feel like there are things that can definitely help that just give you immediate access and able to like take up your own space, to not apologize for taking up space and being on stage and having people look at you. And the thing is like, every time I always say to people when they're nervous and stuff, or they're like, oh, you know, when they're trying to cut their own time short on the stage, I always say to them, like, stop, like, we will wait for you. Like, we will take all the time in the world and wait for you. This is your time. You earned this. You came here. You did all of this stuff. Like,
rehearse, you've done all this stuff here.
Rehearse, get here, do the thing.
You're standing in front of all these people,
Yeah, and like we can feel so like, never apologise, never say sorry when you fluff a line, ever. All it does is deplete your energy. It takes you out of the moment of connection. It completely severs your connection to the audience when you say sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to say sorry. Sorry for what? Because you like fluffed the line or whatever? Because you're a human being? Carry on.
You see what it is, Kristal, yeah? It's the base you've got, it's beautiful, and that's what I believe, that's what a lot of people benefit from. That's why once you said that, I said, let's do it. Like, I see a lot of people with some beautiful work and pieces, but whatever is stopping them, but their own blockages, like, not just keep, like, you've got the time, use the time, they're rushing, or they're scared, like, to help people to be able to showcase the stuff properly and to benefit from what they've done, love to do that. But that's what it is. Actually, you've earned the thing, you've earned the time, you've written a poem, you're on the stage, you've done all the hard work now. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, this is your time to actually play and enjoy it. Remember you in your bedroom. Like, why do you like it?
Yes.
Why do you actually want to even do this? So you'll always see me when I'm on the stage, I will take a moment before I start. I will take as much time as I need to tune into the room, go, okay, wait, what do I need? Do I feel? How is this?
Yeah.
Now I'm ready.
Yeah. I think it will benefit a lot of the newer artists on the scene. Anyone who can come and get involved in something like that, or can find something like that for themselves out there as well, it's going to help you elevate your work, feel better with it, sit better in your work, and it's necessary. Like, I'll just give one, what's the word? What have you just given? Suggestion? Tip? One tip. If you go on stage, you can go on stage and don't say anything. Just wait, be quiet. Just don't say anything.
That is how you command. Like, that's how you charge space. You just charge it by waiting.
Just wait.
And people
just
go,
wait. Wait.
What's happening?
Because they'll
wait, what's happening?
And even, you'll be surprised, even the loudest person in the room eventually will come round and then be quiet.
Yeah.
And they're quiet as hell. And they're poised because they don't know what you're going to say. They're hungry. And then it's your time to feed them. You feed them as and when you're ready. And that is, and when you realise that, it just reinstates everything Kristal said. It's your time, you've done the work, you've done all this stuff, you're here now on stage. Take a moment and then wait. And when you're ready to feed them, then you feed them. Take your time and do your thing. And I love this saying, just peacock. I love peacock, just peacock. I love peacocking. I'm going to ask you some, I would like to conversate with you more on some of the stuff we spoke about today, and maybe have a more structured interview about arts, what we could do for people, just stuff at a later date. We can talk about this.
Sure.
And I think that would be good. But now I just want to ask you some quick fire questions from my brain. I haven't got my cards or my thing, and then we can close with a poem of your choice, if that's okay. Like, it can be as short or as long as you want it to be. It's up to you. You can be figuring it out, but I'm going to ask you certain questions now, and you can answer or you can skip the questions as deep, yes, no, or you can elaborate your answers. Up to you. And here we go. Kristal Sisodia. Did I say it right again?
You did, man.
Oh my God.
It's locked in.
Bro, it's locked in, locked on. I hope I don't mess up later when you tell me. All right, so if you were a colour, what colour would you be and why?
Black.
Why?
Because black is all. Black is all.
Nice. If you had one wish, what would it be and why? Good. Hope some of the questions make you pull a face. Well, if you had one wish, what would it be and why?
One wish?
Yeah, only one.
For everyone in the world to receive unconditional love.
Nice.
Why? So that it stops all this bollocks. Yeah.
Nice. What's your favourite quote?
Quote?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's too hard. I don't know. I have no idea.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
I'm too autistic for this. Like,
it's all right. No, don't worry about it. We can, yeah, no, it's fine. We can go and come back.
Yeah, okay.
I usually have the cards.
Yeah.
Like, and I just write them out, and it's easy for me to ask the questions. If you was to flip the script now and ask me, you see, I'm like, it's happened. Trust me. What's your favourite movie?
Oh, yeah, okay, some of my favourite movies: Titanic, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Isn't that Jim Carrey?
Yeah. I love What's Love Got to Do with It.
Okay. Nice. Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett's good.
Yeah.
There we go.
I love The Prestige. I love.
Come on, man. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Good movie. But you like the same movie.
Really good.
Come on.
There's loads. I don't know.
Drop one more. No, you dropped all the ones you done was good. Just one more. Anyone.
Do you like Pan's Labyrinth? I love. Pan's Labyrinth.
Nice.
And Labyrinth, for that matter.
Wow, yeah. Who remind me of a man? What man?
You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power.
Oh, don't play.
You won't remind me of the babe.
Don't play.
Yeah.
And the
memory unlocked.
The bog of eternal
The bog of eternal stench cover.
Don't play. We'll send you there if you rock about. You man. Oh shit. I like. Oh man, yeah. Memories. And these, you see those things there. Go into them and enjoy them. I remember enjoying that so much, man.
Yeah.
The baby crying, that young lady.
That's a massive David Bowie. That's a massive
David Bowie,
film. Like, check out Labyrinth. People.
Jim Henderson's input into that.
Yeah, Jim Henson. It's because he did Sesame Street. He was the G man. Like
Jim
he's
Henderson
like proper G. Muppets.
He done most of the prosthetic
but
puppets.
Puppets and his work with puppets and like he would build such beautiful sets. The Dark Crystal, really beautiful stories. In fact, Labyrinth though, in the first few minutes of that film, that's something that unlocked my brain because within her bedroom, everything that she visits in the labyrinth is in her bedroom. There's a toy version of it, or there's books and stuff. Hey, there's that thing and that thing. And it was the first kind of it was kind of my first toes into it kind of gave me a multiverse kind of perspective. Oh, you can have stories within stories. Yeah. You can have characters within the world, and you can have worlds within worlds. So
beautiful. I did like it. Storytelling, proper filmmaking back in the days. You know what I mean? So love all that. Love all that. What's the best thing you've ever seen?
Best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's all from your perspective, you know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some amazing stuff, but the best, it's such a hard question.
I know. It's just
one of the best things I've ever seen was Jerusalem, the play by Jez Butterworth on in 2006, and then I saw it again a few years ago. But Mark Rylance, who is one of the greatest actors in the world, he's a proper shaman. He is a storyteller that traverses between worlds, between dimensions. And if you want to see someone do some magic in front of you, live on stage, or watch him, that's like seeing Laurence Olivier, where you're
when you say magic, it's his performance.
His performance,
okay.
Yeah.
He's not a magician, he's an actor, right?
No, he's an actor.
Good.
But he's as close, but he does a lot. He's a magical person. He does so much offerings, ritualistic magic, to the gods, to theatre gods, to, he's very, very...
in tune to that world.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that is one of the best things that I've seen.
Nice.
Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want you to, if possible, if you could leave us with a poem today.
Yeah.
If there's anything you want to say before you lead in segue into the poem?
Yeah. Firstly, I've got so much new writing that I need to finish that I'm going to be doing over this winter. But yeah, this one, because we've been talking about everything we've been talking about, this piece, you've heard me do this before, but it is about, I wrote it in 2020, I think, 2020 or 2021, and it was whilst I was incapacitated and I was having lots of symptoms after I had my daughter, and this is basically about not being able to perform.
Okay.
And it's called 1,000 Years of Solitude.
Wow.
There is a yearning. From the deep depths of my being, there is a burning to be seen and be unseen. A feckless churning. Decolonizing my mind, it means unlearning. This subject matter is dark and is concerning. I have hidden myself, bricked up the windows to the soul that lives in this house. Not lives, just exists, afraid of all. To be born woman, to be born black and feel so small. How did I let myself fall so far away? Into such depravity and sweet, decadent decay. Into such dank, declining, desperate disarray. Here I make my new home and here I stay because it's easier for me to live this way. In the dank, in the dark. But I cannot snuff out this spark, no matter how hard I try. There is a part of me that refuses to die, and I've tried to take my own life once or twice. Back to the spark. This is the part of me that cannot help but try. This is the part of me that cannot live the lie, and I tried and I survived and my hands were tied and my soul was tied and my soul was tired. Oh, but that fire, how it burns bright, blazes through the day and through the night, lighting up the land, a godly sight, embers of heaven raining down on London from great height. This wine, it tastes right, you must stand and fight. You cannot be gifted with sight and say nothing. It is not your choice to make. So you must speak and use your tongue. Do not hold it for any fool or anyone. You owe it to your songs to hear them sung. You owe it to yourself for all you've done. You must stay alive.
Yeah, come on. That's Life Talks from Fawole. This is Kristal Sisodia. It's been such a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Give it up for Kristal Sisodia. Yeah!